Yo, 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 good morning. Welcome to Power Plays. We are back again. Tuesday morning. Wow, man. I hate I missed yesterday. I was not able to trade, unfortunately, because of some other obligations I had. But, man, I was able to watch the chart. The guys were trading. Man, let's just get down to the chart, man. Alright, so on yesterday, on yesterday, we were looking for SPY. If it pushed past the pre-market high of 774.69, then it would probably try to push up, and we were gonna be looking. We was gonna be targeting 776, 778, 780, and 782. And if it failed to push past the pre-market high and it didn't break, then we was gonna be looking at it coming back down. Remember I told you 773.18, 772, 7750, 769.64. So we break 769.64 to be careful. That was the previous day low. Then we're gonna look for 768 and 766. Those other psychological areas. So let's take a look at the chart. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Look at the pre-market over there. So yesterday, SPY opened up at right here 772.62, which is a little bit lower than our pre-market high, a little bit. But look what it did. It ran up and it established a new high today at 775. So from 9:30 to about 10:45. An hour and 15 minutes into the market, SPY ran all the way up, touched the sky. But from there, look what it did. It pulled back. That next candle, remember this is a 5-minute chart, that next candle, for the next 5 minutes, it pulled back strong. It started to consolidate, tried to pull back again, but it came back and then it bounced. Now, this was a pre-market, it's blue, so there was a pre-market low, before it went down. You see right here over here where the pre-market low I set yesterday before when I set the chart up, but it actually went down below that pre-market low before the market opened, and it opened below that. You see what I'm saying? Right there. And then it started to push back up. Now, when it came back down, it bounced off here and it tried to push back up, but it couldn't get past the 774 area, so it pulled all the way back to 771.62, established the low of the day. Then it came over here, came back up to 773. It's a $2 move, and then it kind of consolidated the rest of the day. If you understand the time value and how things with the different Greeks work, you know this time of the day, around 3 o'clock, each candle can have, depending on what you're in, can have major implications, and I'm going to show you what I mean as this is moving up. See the big green candle? Everybody that was in calls around here, if you had some decent calls close to the money, you probably saw a quick push up, man, some nice value. But if you bought in anywhere in this area right here, around this blue line area, when it was already in that move, then you had two candles to possibly recognize that this could be like this doji stock coming right here. It was a signal that it could be getting weaker, and then bam, look what right now you just lost all that value, and if you stayed in the trade or walked away, bam, you lost it all. But that last candle tried to push it back up, but at that point you would have had to be in the money or right at the money on one of these levels, 772, probably 773. If you got in the 773s from here or the 772s, then you probably did pretty decent on this last candle before it closed right here at or that 4 o'clock session closed at 773.05, and it kind of consolidated overnight, came back down close to 772, but then this morning when it opened, now you see that's a little gap right there. That candle closed at 772.04, and then this candle opened right here at 773. So that's almost $1 gap. And as you can see right now in the pre-market, from there, SPY has started to work its way back up to where it's threatening the pre-market, the high of the day from yesterday. I already tried to invalidate my pre-market high. Y'all see that right there? SPY be playing, man. That's what SPY does stuff like that. So you have to be careful with it. Alright, so that's our chart from yesterday. So you could have realistically jumped in a little bit when it opened and then watched it reclaim. You could have rode it, up to the reclaim when it reclaimed that pre-market high, 774. It broke through it, like I said, around 10:45, and then after that, it did pull back and reject. So after it rejected, those levels on the rejection side, the 773.18, 772, those areas were it did go back into those areas, so you could have played those areas. Wasn't a huge range for SPY yesterday, but still was pretty good depending on when you got in. So let's look at the chart for today. Alright, so for today, what we're going to be looking for right now, it is 7:28, so it's kind of early on the market. Got a couple of hours for it open. Previous day high 775.03, previous day low 771.62. Alright, but we got a pre-market high right now 774.89, more like 774.90. The thing is, it's threatening the 775 range. We got a pre-market low of 772.43, generally around the same range it was in yesterday for the pre-market low, even though the previous day low is at 771.62. 772.43 is not that far away. So that's where we are. So if SPY was to break up, and you see we got 775 highlighted, 03, that's the high of the day from yesterday. But if SPY was to break up above that pre-market high that we have and attack that 775.03, we're looking at 776.50, 778, 780, 782. And that's what we'll be targeting today. If it pulls back a little bit before it does that, we'll still look at those same areas because of where we are in our pre-market high and lows. We don't want to buy a lot in that chop zone because that's where you get caught up at. Now, on the bearish side, if we can try to push up and we can't break through that 775, then we're going to come back and look for that 772.43. And then we're going to go for 771.62, 770, 768.50, and 767. And those will be our targets for today. Now, be careful buying in these chop zones. And, some people buy right at the open of the market. Be careful with that. That's all I'm going to say. I try to wait the first 15 minutes. And we're going to see what happens. But that's our trade plan for today. Now, if you have any comments, concerns, questions, learn anything from this video, what I want you to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then share it, And if you want to come over and trade with us, you can come over to our group, Power Plays. We'll have a Discord that we actually trade in, and we go over more than just the SPY. We go over different types of trade. We trade options and stuff a lot during the day. We swing trade. And like I said, we do all those things. It's not financial advice. We just a group of guys that, been trading together, and we have fun doing it. But you're more than welcome to come over if you're enjoying the content and the videos that I'm posting. You're definitely more than welcome to come over and join us at Power Plays Discord. And up until then, tomorrow, we're going to stick with what we got. Stay disciplined. Do not rush yourself in a trade. Once you get in it, have a plan. That way you'll know when it's time for you to get out. And from there, we'll have a little fun. This Power Plays Palace, man. It's your boy. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have fun. Happy trading.